Police hope you get a good look. In another picture, grabbing a chair and boldly looking in.
A chair, standing on a chair.
Tonight, this neighbor warning the women in his life.
Obviously, we need to secure the neighborhood a lot more. Probably let people know to lock the windows, put out flyers, put out signs. Close your windows at night.
Boston police say if you know who he is, give them a call. We're live in Roxbury. Sean Chiabot, WCVB News Center 5.
It's the honor of my life to accept your nomination for Vice President of the United States.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz taking the stage in Chicago just a short time ago to accept the Democratic Party's nomination for Vice President of the United States. The ticket is now almost complete.
So tomorrow, Vice President Kamala Harris will accept the nomination for president, but it was quite a night tonight. Ed Hardy, live on the floor of the United Center in Chicago.
Yeah, you know, Ben, that's a great way to put it because it was quite a night tonight. You got a surprise visit from Oprah Winfrey. We heard from a former president, Bill Clinton, and we also heard from Tim Walz. Now, the country really hasn't gotten to know Tim Walz yet. Of course, the good people of Minnesota know him very well. So let's take a look at the moment when he walks on the stage tonight, stepping into the national spotlight, a spotlight that 15 days ago, people were completely unaware of really who he was. But now he is the running mate for Kamala Harris. And tonight, he stayed in his zone. He played in his lane. He was a football coach. He was an inspirational speaker. He spoke short and from the heart. And he talked about Trump's agenda. Listen.
It's an agenda nobody asked for. It's an agenda that serves nobody except the richest and the most extreme amongst us. And it's an agenda that does nothing for our neighbors in need. Is it weird? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's also wrong.
Of course, that's reference to the fact that he had mentioned in previous interviews that they're weird, meaning they, the Republicans, they are weird. So that was from Tim Walz tonight in front of the country. A good 15-minute speech, a short 15-minute speech, and a speech from the heart. But here's the surprise moment of the night. Oprah Winfrey, one-time Chicago resident, walks on the stage tonight, and she stands up, and she tells everyone, choose common sense over nonsense.
Let us choose inclusion over retribution. Let us choose common sense over nonsense. Because that's the best of America. And let us choose the sweet promise of tomorrow over the bitter return to yesterday. We won't go back. We won't be set back, pushed back, bullied back, kicked back. We're not going back.
Oprah Winfrey speaking to Cheers. She's done that frequently, speaking to Cheers and speaking from the heart tonight here in Chicago. And Bill Clinton, the former president, Bill Clinton, actually took the stage this evening. And he spoke off teleprompter, which is very typical Bill Clinton, by the way. He was very typical Bill Clinton. And he reminded everyone, boasting in his rapsy voice, I am still younger than Donald Trump. He's younger than Donald Trump by just a couple of months. And he reminded everyone, the next time you see Donald Trump, don't count his lies, count his eyes. The words from Bill Clinton tonight. So with the appearance of Bill Clinton, with the appearance of Oprah Winfrey, and with the appearance of Tim Walz, we've wrapped up day 3 of the Democratic National Convention. And Bobby, would you mind? We're going to take you up to the rafters right now, because if you look way up there, those balloons, those red, white, blue balloons are set to be dropped tomorrow night after Kamala Harris stands center stage and accepts the nomination for the presidency for the Democratic Party to run in the general election on November 5th. So that's what it looks like in Chicago right now. The building is empty. We're on to day 4, which is tomorrow, and all about Kamala. Back to you guys. You see a balloon you like up there, guys?
Yeah, all of them. All right.